What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here, back from All Things Sports, bringing you another very special video. Thanks again to Cycle Paul. If you guys are in the area or you're interested in checking out one of the greatest bike shops, be sure to check out that first link down below in the description. It is thanks to Cycle Paul that I'm able to bring you this video today. And today I have the brand new, this was just released, the press release came out just a couple of days ago, the brand new 2023 Argon18 Krypton model. So I'm going to tell you all about this bike right here. I'll go over the specs, I'll tell you all about the components, and that will be today's video. Thanks again to Cycle Paul, and let's get into this brand new video. Alright guys, Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports, back with a brand new bike video. And before we begin, you guys know the drill. Please be sure to check out the link down below in the description. Hit the like button, hit the bell notification, hit the subscribe button if you are interested in more great content like this. This is the second video that I'm doing with Cycle Paul, and I hope to get many more in because it's absolutely just a blast doing these videos. So today I have the brand new Krypton. This was just released a few days ago. It's not an entirely new bike in the sense that we've seen a Krypton before, but this is the next generation of the Krypton, and they've done a few things to kind of make it an extremely versatile bike. And if you're in the market for a new road bike, this one may just fit the bill. So I'll tell you a little bit about this bike here. We'll go over the specs and the components of this particular model, and I'll tell you about the range as well. So this is the new Krypton. Now, I suppose the Krypton is kind of like an endurance bike. With this latest generation though, we've seen a shift in their marketing as to what this bike can do. So we have a new redesign here with the drop seat stays, a really new design kind of arrow shaped tube in the front here with the down tube. We've got a new design fork, and the bike is just designed to be fast if you want it to be, and extremely versatile if you want it to be that type of bike as well. So you have this kind of do-it-all all-road bike that does have some sort of aero qualities to it. Its branding is do whatever you want, ride wherever you want, but do it fast or do it off-road. It kind of can do everything. So the new bike has new aerodynamic properties brought to all of the tube shapes, but it's also got increased tire clearance where you can run up to 40mm tires if you want to get into some gravel riding or off-road riding or anything like that. You can see we have the drop seat stays, we have plenty of mounts, we have these kind of aerodynamic shapes in the tubes. So the bike is quite fast, it's aggressive, but it's not overly aggressive to the point where it's a pure out-and-out race bike. It can be fast if you want it to be. You can drop the stem. You've got all the aerodynamic properties in the tubes, like I said, but you can also run massive tires if that's something that you're into. So we really have an all-road bike here that's designed to be fast if you want it to be, but off-road capable if you want it to be as well. So you have two different options. You have the Argon18 Krypton Pro, or you have the Argon18 Krypton, which is the model you see right here. The Pro comes as a frame set or with SRAM force, I believe, with nice Hunt carbon wheels. That is a really cool build. I personally am a huge fan of the Hunt wheels, and that's something that I'd love to review in the future. So you have the Krypton Pro or the frame set, or you can drop down to the second tier model, which is this one right here, the Krypton, and this one is available in 4 different builds. You can get it in SRAM Force with a pair of Hunt wheels, you can get it in SRAM Rival Plus, they call it, which just gives you an upgraded Hunt pair of wheels. You can get it in this model right here, which is an Argon18 Krypton with SRAM Rival and Vision aluminum wheels, or you can get it with mechanical SRAM Rival 22 shifting group set if that's something that you're into. Interestingly enough, at this point, there is no Shimano build option available. I don't know if that's going to be coming in the future. My guess is that it will, but at the moment, all the bike builds come with SRAM components. We get Vision wheels on a couple of the models, and we get some Hunt models, some Hunt wheels on other models as we get higher up the range, if that's something that you're interested in. So this one in particular is the SRAM Rival option. It's available for just under $6,000 Canadian, and I'll tell you all about the components right here. So we have a nice carbon frame. This one is a size medium for those of you that are interested. You can see the drop seat stays. You can see that we have plenty of mounts. We have this new design fork at the front. It's quite thin, very aerodynamic looking at least. You have the deepened head tube here, the aerodynamic looking down tube, the cutaway here to get some tighter clearance with the wheels to give it that aerodynamic look. We have the chain stays, the drop seat stays, and of course the seat tube right here. We have, like I said, a carbon frame, and on this particular build you have an FSA finishing kit. So you have an FSA stem, bar, and you get a brand that I've never heard of actually, a Repente Quasar saddle. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I've never seen that saddle before. but it looks quite nice. It's quite aerodynamic looking. Again, it's got the pressure relief cutout. Very modern looking saddle, somewhat of a short nosed model. So, you know, saddle is very personal choice. And again, on this model, we have the SRAM Rival group set. So you get the SRAM Rival shifters. This is a 12-speed wireless group set with hydraulic disc brakes. So you have the SRAM Rival 12-speed shifters, SRAM Rival 4835 front chain rings right here with the wireless front derailleur. You can see the battery is hooked up to the back right here. At the back, you get the SRAM Rival rear derailleur, completely wireless once again, with a 12-speed chain and cassette, and this one ships with a 10 to 36 cassette. So you have plenty of gearing options. You have actually an even easier gear than 1-to-1 because you have a 35 at the front, 36 tooth at the back, so you can get up any kind of off-road climbs if that's something that you're riding. And then you have a 48 10 tooth for the most difficult or the fastest gear when you're riding on the road. These wheels are a pair of Vision Team 30 wheels. They are 30 millimeters deep with their aluminum wheel, aluminum rim, Vision hubs, and they ship with Vittoria Zafiro 30 millimeter tires. So that's something that I'd personally upgrade quite quickly. I have no problem with the width being 30 millimeters, but I'd go to a Continental GP5000 quite quickly to get even better rolling resistance, just a faster tire. I personally like the 28 millimeter size, but the 30s, depending on, you know, how wide your internal rim width are, whatever wheels you're running, a 28 could easily be a 30 or vice versa. So that really depends. The actual measured width of the tire is often quite different from the claimed width of the tire. So that's just a couple of little details there. And overall, I think it's a really cool bike. You have plenty of mounting options. You can run bags, saddle bags, you know, frame bags, anything like that. You can run a bento box here. You have the 2 mounts on the top tube right here if you'd like to run that. You have 2 mounts for your bottle cages. You have a mount underneath the down tube as well. It can support pannier racks as you got mounts on the seat stays over here. And they've also thrown in, this is kind of cool, they've pulled, you know, something similar to what Trek's doing, as you can remove this area here. It's actually a slightly larger opening, and you can run your patch kit and tubeless tire setup. The bag is actually in there. I'm not going to take it out at the moment, but you can run you know, all of your patch kit and components inside the down tube if that's something that you're interested. So I'm a fan of that feature. I liked it on the Trek bikes. It's on the Damani and the Checkpoint, so that's pretty cool. You can stuff any kind of internals in there, you know, patch kit, tube, CO2 canister, whatever. So that's cool. You have that feature as well. And like I said, the bike is covered in mounts if you want it to be a commuter or a backpacking bike or an off-road bike or a gravel bike. Whatever you want it to be, this bike can kind of do it all, which is really quite cool. And I like the fact that it's a do-it-all bike, but it's also fast, it's aerodynamic, it's quick. If you want it to be that racing bike for you, perhaps with a geometry that fits you better than a pure road bike, this can do it. So I really like that. If you're someone that's looking for a do-it-all bike, an all-in-one, you want one bike to do it all, this is a very, very viable option. It comes with everything that you could possibly want from it. You can get it to fit you, and I think it's just a really, really solid offering from Argon18. I think it's a do-it-all bike. The Krypton is really something that, you know, whatever you want to do, this can do it. So I really, really like that part. It's just an all-road bike of road bikes. So Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. I'm signing off for now. Thank you guys for stopping by. Please leave a comment down below if you have any questions. I always get an answer out to you. Thanks to Cycle Paul once again for allowing me to do the video review. I'm Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. For those that are interested, we're also going to do a Freehub body sound test of these Vision wheels. So here we go. We're also going to weigh the bike. So let me just get it up here on the scale, and I'll tell you what it weighs in both kilos and in pounds. So for those that are interested, bike without pedals, bottle cages, mounts, anything like that, in a size medium, weighs in at 9.45 kilograms.